Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, the evangelist, thinking right in my living room. I do what I do for you. Today, writers in 25 rules led by storytelling, story with a message, message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I'm gonna keep giving them. Let's go. Right Thinkers' mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get you to know you. And before we do that, I ask the question, this is what you want to know about you. A person who knows and knows not that they know is foolish. Disregard them. And the person who knows and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Trust me. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can wake them up too. I got spiritual knowledge. I'm a spiritual law. I can wake you up to yourself. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Maya, be true. You got to keep balance in your life. And when you live in a spiritual life, balance is what's important. You live within the confines of nature, you understand the laws, and you abide by them. That's what righteous living, that's what right thinking philosophy teaches. Let's go. Today, right thinkers, let's talk about the power of being spiritually enlightened, or the power of spiritual enlightenment. They say knowledge is power. I'm one today. I'm saying knowledge is power. I'm gonna give you a few instances to show you how powerful knowledge really is. I know firsthand the power of spiritual enlightenment. Look at your boy. I've been called an evangelist, and all I'm doing is teaching God's truth that I know him to be. They call me an evangelist. Okay, it's all good. But my goal is to get you to know God for yourself. Whatever you call me for doing that, knock yourself out. All right, here you go. With spiritual knowledge, aka God knowledge, you will have what? God's assistance. That's the power. The phrase, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. When you're under God's tutelage, when you're walking with God, you covered by Him, and nobody can touch you. You be like, Hammer, can't touch this. All right? I've been feeling like that for a good while now, because that was my goal in the beginning. It was just amazing how it worked, and now that I done got under control, I can teach and show you how to manifest it for yourself. I live a spiritual life. Why? I let my conscience be my God. That's God calling my steps. Y'all walk by faith, not by sight. Yeah, I do. I got faith in my God gonna lead me the right way. So yeah, it's all faith by me. I tell you, don't worry about my shine. Why? You can't stop it because it ain't my plan, it's his. Okay? I have what I call divine power. That's what you get with what? Spiritual knowledge. You have the backing of the Lord. You got nature on your side. You can't lose with the stuff that God used. If you do for Him, He'll do for you. Trust me. My spiritual discipline daily keeps me in what I call due bounds. If you're a Mason, you understand that. You circumscribe, you set yourself here, and you circumscribe with the compass to make a circle. You keep yourself in God's due bounds. I see my man, he do like this, Ray Higgins. You hit the dot and you circumscribe. As far as that compass to open up, that's as wide as your circle can be. I like to keep my circle tight. That's just me, personal. All right, next one is right thinking philosophy's goal is to get you, every individual right thinker, to obtain spiritual enlightenment. That's my goal. For you to learn how to know yourself, practice the tenets that will help you know yourself, and you will arrive at that place where you want to be. The chakras level is rising up. We're from the third level. Now we're about to hit the fourth level. You should be ready to take on that next responsibility of being conscious of who you are. Let me get back to the lesson. Sorry, I'm ahead of my thing. I'll say that for Thursday. All right, here you go. Right thinking philosophy goes to get you enlightened. If spiritual enlightenment would become the norm, if spiritual enlightenment become the norm, we all get conscious, the world would be a better place. Got to change the world. Just like that. Just us waking up. And I say us. I mean us, black people of color. We need to take back what's ours. Gaining God knowledge, aka spiritual knowledge, is what will change your life. And if it's done collectively, we can change the world through knowledge and understanding of the Creator. Make God the focal point. Reaching that level of knowing thyself, aka Nihas, aka anointed, is right thinking philosophy goal. I want you to know yourself. I need you to become spiritually enlightened so you can walk proud, understanding, and worshiping God in your way. I got mine. I teach. That's my way. I am spiritually enlightened. Yeah, and I can teach you how to be also. That's my goal. That's my job. That's my mission. If you want to know God, come check your boy out. All right? I teach because I know how to get you to know yourself. Mm-hmm. You pay attention, you listen, follow my lead, I get you where you want to go to find God for yourself. And after that, bye-bye. You're on your own. You'll be good to go. That's what it's all about. That's why I teach. I don't need nothing except your time, your energy, and your effort to do what you need to do. I'll take care of the rest. You put that effort to use, follow my instructions, you'll be fine. Spiritual enlightenment is what? Knowing thyself. Spiritual is God. Enlightenment is knowing, becoming into knowledge. So you want to be coming into God knowledge. You want to know God for yourself. That's what right thinking teaches. Knowing yourself is a spiritual and mental thing. Heart, mind, coherence, meaning your heart and your mind working as one. That's what God wants you to do. Know Him up here. He's already here. You can believe in God all you want, but if you don't study and learn Him, you can't serve, worship Him, or even know Him. Believing in Him is not enough. Spiritual knowledge, aka God knowledge, lets you know God for yourself. When you know yourself, aka you know God. Why? You have knowledge of God, aka self. The true self is God, not you, not I, me. The ego is not the true self. That's the falsehood. That's what you get caught up at. Understand that, please. If you think it's all about me and I, you're going to miss the boat. I will tell you, I know myself and God are one because our heart and mind functions on the same frequency, 0.1 megahertz. They are in perfect harmony with one another. So I think before I act. I think before I talk. I'm a spiritual being knowing who I am and having a human experience and enjoying the ride at this point. Why? Because I'm the master of my destiny now. I know that. It's a mouthful. Sorry about that. Get back. What is that? I lost my place. All right. This one is the next one. Being spiritually enlightened is being a right thinker. Mm-hmm. When you master that, you reach the Nihas level, you are good to go. I make sure all my right thinkers become God-like with knowledge of themselves, for themselves, to know themselves. It's all about the knowledge. It's all about the knowledge. That's the power. If you're a right thinker, you have self-respect, you got pride, and you have emotional control. That's our biggest character flaw, most of us. Once we get emotionally involved in a situation, we lose. I want to teach you how to be dispassionate. That means you take your feelings, your emotions out of the situation and you can deal with it from a logical and rational concept. Once you get emotionally involved, anxiety is involved, it gets emotional, you can't think and function like you should if you're going to make a good decision. This is why you got to be calm. That's why you see me stop and calm myself, because sometimes you got to breathe it down, calm it down. Okay, that's thinking before you acting. That's all. If you're a right thinker, excuse me, right, with right thinking, with spiritual knowledge, you will live and be your own. Excuse me. You will live by your own spiritual and moral code. Everybody's moral code is different. Everybody's spiritual concepts is different. But if it gets you where you want to go, that's what makes it yours. You ain't got to follow mine. If yours working for you, knock yourself out. I don't have a problem with that. Excuse me. Something in mind. Okay? But obtaining the knowledge is important. If we all were spiritually enlightened, this world would be a better place. I say stuff that only came out my mouth. But I said it, yeah. And I think I feel that way. When you wear your right thinking, I do it with pride. Do it honor and respect. I do. That's why it's important. Last one, and I appreciate you tuning in. Spiritually enlightened people, aka right thinkers, should be in control of the world. I had an old joke a few years ago. Pinky and the brain. Pinky, that's brain. What we gonna do tonight, brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. I'd say trying to enlighten the world. I'm still on my grind. Just bring that one back every now and then. Let you know I ain't forgot. I'm still working. All right, let me wrap this up. I appreciate it. When you put spiritual light people in charge, things will change. Why? We're good people. We're good leaders. We don't steal. When you have power over people as a leader, if you're not God conscious, you're not going to lead the people where they want to go, and that's to be to God. You lead them where you want to go. That's not God. I'm God conscious all the time. I want you to know God for yourself. I know God. If you knew God like I knew God, you'd be all right. Spiritually enlightened people are not what? Ego trippers, okay? Like myself. I'm tickled pink about that concept, but that's because of what I do. I'm not matching being an evangelist. I was told that's what I'm doing. So I'm good to go. That's the name that they gave. You know what I do? I love it. All right, well, man, again, I get caught up in that. All right, we about to end. I think we about to wrap this up. Yeah. All right, here you go. I have power, and I use it for what? To help others, not myself. I can do a whole lot of things with the power that I possess. I choose to do the right thing. That's the difference, okay? I'm wrapping it up again. I appreciate you to tune in. I'm a good leader. I've led people all my life because I serve my higher power. I'm down for the cause. I serve a higher power, not my personal ego, because I'm not tripping at this point in my life. I'm God conscious. I'm the right thinking man. I'll be back. I got more for you. Again, I appreciate you. Don't know who'll be back. Sage, evangelist. Take your pick.